It is amazing how Google knows where I am, basically at any given point in time. Why? Because I use services. I run Google app. If I'm using a browser, it knows over time where that IP address, what it corresponds to. It, of course, if I use Wi-Fi, it picks up from the Wi-Fi and where I am. Actually, I did a workshop for Hyatt Group about a couple of months ago in Chicago. And I was surprised that as I was checking into the hotel, I go to the lobby of the Grand Hyatt, they knew from my Wi-Fi that that's the same guy who used the free Wi-Fi at a different Hyatt property before. So basically, there's no place to hide, and what, with this right to access, companies can do is bring the consumer on the same side as they are by sharing the data with you and saying, look, this is what we have, and if some of these data points might be wrong on this location history, be my guest, annotate it, you can fix it. Location data is pretty tricky, pretty personal. What do you think? But even more personal is my search history. There are a total of 15,000 searches I can look at Google. And Google allows me to freely take the data elsewhere. I can port my data and I can analyze it with whatever other tool I want. But they so know about who I am based on my desires. Things I might not share with anybody, I share with Google. You know, things I might not want to tell my best friend. Here's a question for you. If you think about Google or Baidu, if you think about Tencent or Facebook, and you think about Alibaba or Amazon, in the first case, you have the world's desires. In the second case, you have the world's interactions. And in the third case, you have the world's transactions, readily at your fingertips. Which of these three data sources, if you only could choose one, which of these three data sources would you choose to solve a problem that you might have? The search data, the connection data, or the transaction data? So those are examples here of data sources, and for me the goal is that people get empowered to make better decisions. Not only companies, but individuals too. And I want to give you a couple of examples. We already talked about making purchasing decisions. Now let's say you're wondering where should you go for dinner. So most of you might open up Dashong Dianping. And you think, oh, it's just an app. And I say, no, it is a social data refinery. It is people entering comments about restaurants, even about specific dishes, in order to help you make a better decision. Or think about dating. Momo. If you're not sure what you'll do after dinner, well, they can help you find out what you're interested in. And for example, there's a gay dating app called Jack D, which tells you what the other person really does by their actions. It characterizes and says, you know, 87% of the people who he is interested in are Asian. So I know I have almost no chance. It shows you the average height and weight of the people the other person is interested in. So those, ladies and gentlemen, are honest data. Those are data that really reveal your interests, not what you say in the profile, but what you actually do, how you spend your attention.